The answer is no. That's it, man. The answer is no. I don't know what else to tell you, man, but the answer is no. The problem is there's so many of you are always telling everybody yes. You don't know how to tell nobody no. So for an example, let's just say this, man. Trying to get in shape. Look at this, man. Not exactly where I want to be, but I made progress. Used to be over 200 pounds. Now I'm at 160. Okay? But it's progress. I had to learn over the years as I've embarked on my fitness journey, as I've been continuing my sobriety journey. I have realized you got to start telling people no. Because when you don't tell people no, let me tell you something, man. When you don't tell people no, oh, man. You don't tell people no, they going to think it means yes. And that's the people pleaser in you. You want everybody to like you. And that's the reason why you got the wrong people around you. And now you jaded, sarcastic, cynical. You're wearing a whole mask that you don't even want to wear. You're looking at the dirty films, smoking, drinking, doing drugs to cope up with this mask that you created. I wouldn't recommend doing that. Not for me. You got to return it back to sender. You got to return it back to sender because I'm going to tell you the truth. The reason why you got to return it back to sender, one reason only. It's not you. It's not you. That's the problem. Many of us are trying to be something that we're not. Many of us are trying to make people happy who are not happy in our presence. Many of us don't understand that we were created for more, not created for less. I mean, I don't know who conditioned you to believe that you deserve less. But let me tell you something. Bro to bro, man to man. You don't deserve less, bro. There's a scripture that says in Proverbs 3:5 now, right? Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Do not lean upon your own understanding. So when you always stand in your head and you don't put in no motion and you don't make nothing happen, you're not trusting in God. God has so much in store for you, but you letting man and his opinions get to you again. Like many of us been wanting to start something, man. But we let somebody on Christian YouTube, let somebody on Christian Facebook, somebody on some Christian social media platform talk us out of our vision. Got you spending things that you ain't got no business spending on because you didn't tell them no. And that's what happens when you don't tell people no. That's what happens when you tell everybody yes. Okay? That is what happens. You got to learn how to put your foot down. You cannot, I repeat, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot tell everybody yes. When you tell everybody yes, then you got to make this person happy, that person happy, and that person happy. Let's break it down like this, right? Let's just say you're trying to get in shape, right? You know what you have to do. You and I both know what you have to do. You got to start eating right, okay? And you got to lift for about 3 to 5 days a week. You got to get about 10,000 steps in. You got to get your water in. You got to drink you a gallon. Let me get some water. I gotta live. I gotta practice what I preach, man. That's how you look swole, right? That's how you get the abs. That's how your face starts to become restructured, okay? That's how you make the progress. That's what I'm trying to say. But when you're smoking, you're drinking, you're taking drugs, and you taking these shortcuts and say it's okay to have a cheat meal every now and then, you know from bro to bro, from man to man, you're not having a cheat meal every now and then. You know you're not. You having a cheat meal every day. You're not eating right. And they say, I'll just burn it off tomorrow. You're not going to burn it off tomorrow. I'm continuing to learn is that when you're trying to make something happen, you need motion. You need just some motion. If you ain't got no motion, you can't make nothing happen. Okay? If you can't tell people no, you're not going to make anything happen. It's common sense. If I sit down here and say, I'm going to go to the gym, but you don't never see me in the gym, you don't think I'm serious about what I believe in. Okay? Now let's break it down a little bit more. The reason why you're not saying no is because of your childhood. Yep, because of your childhood. Yes, I'm going there. Yes, I'm going there. Trauma affects the adult, and I'm going to break it down like this. Trauma affects the adult because when you're not allowed to be who you are, you're told to stay in a child's place all the time, and You're just taught that you got to make everyone else happy. You're taught to avoid conflict, but not to actually face it. You always say yes to dis-ease things. You always say yes to put everyone at ease. You always say yes because you don't want to get in confrontation. Because you think somebody's going to hit you. You think somebody's going to beat you up. That's happened to me. I tell my story. I've told it before, but for those of you who are a little bit newish to the channel, my dad was abusive. Yeah, he went upside my head. He went upside my mom's head. Like, he's better now, but the truth is this, that does affect you. The stuff you went through as a kid, it does affect you as an adult. So I had to learn. The answer is no. Nope, gotta go on a diet. Going on a diet doesn't mean I'm doing something wrong. This is what I had to do. Okay? If I want to get to where I need to be, I gotta tell people no. I remember last night I went to my Bible study. It was serving donuts. It was tempting, man. I like donuts. Can't hold you. I love donuts. I love them. I think they're good. Had to deny it. Had to crucify that flesh. You live by the flesh, you die by the flesh. You gotta make sacrifices. You gotta put your foot down. If you tell everybody yes, here's what's gonna happen. No one's gonna respect you, bro. No one. Like I mean no one. Like sit here for a minute, right? It's like I'm talking to you, man. It's like we sitting down, we chilling, and we having a conversation. I'm looking you in the eyes. Well, you get it, the camera's here, but that's besides the point now. We just sitting down, having a conversation over dinner or whatever the case may be. And I'm just sitting down here having a bro-to-bro conversation with you. If you don't tell people no, people will always think that you mean yes, and they're not going to respect you. And as a man, you want respect. Okay? I know you're scared. I know you don't want to lose your friends, your family. You don't want to lose your rotation. You don't want to lose your drug dealer. You don't want to lose your connections. But trust me, every man got to go through that lonely journey. It's lonely when you're trying to get to the top. I'm saying it again. It's lonely when you're trying to get to the top. It's lonely. That's why not everybody does it. Not everybody tries to get to the top. People are okay being mid. And that's what I had to accept. I had to accept for myself, though, I'm not okay with being mid. I'm trying to build choosing your freedom from the ground up. It's hard. I climbed up the ladder. Look here now. Just use your imagination. I done climbed up the ladder, got knocked down. Done climbed up the ladder, done got knocked down. Every single time, man. You got to keep going. There's a scripture that says in Romans 3:23, for we all fall short of the glory of God. And there's another scripture in Proverbs. I don't know exactly where it's at. So you Christians that be too critical, just give me some grace, all right? Forgive me in advance. But there's a scripture in the book of Proverbs that says that the righteous falleth 7 times and get back up again. I believe that's what it says. But what I'm trying to say is this. Even though you fell short and you're falling down, get back up again. That's it, man. Get back up again. Try again. Your life is not over, man. It's not over. Don't quit. Tell them people, no, I'm not going to eat that junk food. Tell them people, no, I'm not going out to go drinking. Tell them people, no, I'm not going to smoke no weed no more. Tell them, I'm not hanging out with you at 2 a.m. at no bar, no club. I'm done with this lifestyle. I want better for myself. That's how you got to be. People always say, oh, God don't hear my prayers. You're not serious. That's why he don't hear your prayers. You give God mediocre and you want high things in return. It don't work like that. Diamonds are created in rough times. Okay? In closing, if you want to make things happen, you got to say no. Take care. God bless. As always, please like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, man. Deuce.